Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I wanted to do a quick review on a movie I just finished called Star Time. Star Time has sort of been on my radar a little bit here and there. I've seen it pop up a lot in Vinegar Syndrome groups I'm in and on Reddit, just pictures of the cover or pictures of the spine of people talking about what they picked up. But I haven't heard much about, the movie and what it was about. I just kept seeing the cover places. So I went on Tubi TV and the app on my TV, and they happened to have it on there, so I knew I had to check it out. So Star Time is definitely intriguing to me for a few reasons, but I feel like it could have been a little more than it was. This movie came out in 1991. It's an hour and 24 minutes. The main actor's name in the movie is Henry Pinkle, and he is a gentleman who is suicidal, infatuated with television and this TV show called, I want to say it's The Robinsons or The Roberts, something like that with an R. And the show gets canceled and he wants to now kill himself. It's almost got like a horror feeling to it, but it's not scary in any facet. It's more like a weird thriller with some dark elements to it, I guess. He meets this gentleman named Sam Bones, who is played by, I think it's John P. Ryan. And Sam starts to show him all these nice things and lets him live in his house and starts manipulating him to go out with this baby mask on. I think they call him the baby face killer or the baby mask killer, and murder people to make it on TV as the killer. So he ends up starting to get wrapped up into this. It's not a really violent movie or anything. You don't see much, but they start talking about it on TV, and this killer is now struck 15 times and whatever. And throughout it, there's these little, I wouldn't say vignettes, but these little spots of TVs flickering and weird noises and TV shows that he's kind of like imagining himself in a sense. Not like Videodrome. I can't really explain it. It's kind of like a very, very lighthearted version of maybe something sort of like that, but not really. I think that's kind of a bad explanation. So anyway, as the story goes on, he keeps getting out there more, and he starts to break down and become more insane. And that's really what the movie's about. It's not so much about the killings or the guy Sam he met. It is that the guy Sam is a big part of the film, don't get me wrong, but it's more about the mental anguish and the breakdown of the main character. Sam just happens to be part of that. He has a infatuation as well with his psychiatrist, so she starts getting in the mix, but it's not strictly a horror movie. Even though the cover of the movie looks creepy and you would say, oh, this has to be like straight slasher horror, it's not. The other thing they did with the movie that I thought was kind of interesting is a lot of the music and the sound is very like old TV show, kind of lighthearted, upbeat. And that was kind of a weird take. I like it because it fits the motif of this man being infatuated with television and Henry, being manipulated to kill people, to be on television. So it kind of ties everything together. But it sort of feels like it doesn't fit in some instances where there's something scary or bad happening and they're playing almost like a light, upbeat TV show theme. I do wish they would have went a little further with the TV spots and the craziness mixing with television, like Videodrome, for instance, how it starts to blend and you don't know what's real and what isn't. This has a little bit more of a delineation in some aspect. So overall, I thought Star Time was a pretty cool movie. I didn't love it or anything, but I think overall it was pretty good. It was something that you would probably see on HBO or Showtime at like midnight and throw it on and be like, oh, this is kind of an interesting little horror thriller thing. But it's nothing like outstanding that broke the mold or recreated the genre. It just, it's a very small scope type of film. There's like 3 or 4 characters in the movie. The locations are all small. There's not many locations. So it feels like a very small movie, but it has an interesting concept and an interesting story. Just doesn't really ever become anything very grand. It stays very small. So overall, I liked it. I would give it like a 6 or a 7. I think if you have Tubi and you want to watch it, or perhaps you want to check out the Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray, it wouldn't be really a bad purchase. So it was pretty good. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.